What's up, everybody? I need to remember to get my hand away from my mouth before I hit start. I'm gonna learn how to do this. We've done almost 100 episodes, but I swear one of these days I'm gonna do it right. Probably not. What's up? It's Thursday. Y'all know what that means. We're in the pit with Josh the Mosh and the usual suspects. So let's just start bringing them in. You know how we do, because y'all know what we do.
Man,
What's
I'm
up?
so ready for today. I'm so ready to talk wrestling. Mainly because I don't think I have a topic today. I think
Isn't that
I'm just a spectator.
That's why I love this show. I never have any
Y'all got-
topics, and I talk more than anybody about wrestling.
Man,
It's wonderful.
Y'all got New Japan this week. Y'all had a big week in indie showcase. Thunder Rosa had some big news. Deathmatch was pretty quiet this weekend. We're prepping for a big show, so I'm mostly a spectator today.
Cool. Well, you said Thunder Rosa. I know somebody that knows her pretty well, and we can bring in another one of our usual suspects.
Is that me?
That's
Oh!
you. That's
What's up, guys?
the chauffeur of her son.
I'm back in hybrid, by the way.
I could hear the beat. I could hear the background, the bumps.
They're all getting ready for WrestleFest. That's gonna be on Saturday at Rolling Oaks Mall. So
free show.
Free show.
Man, I'm so excited about that show. I'm not personally going, but I've already seen people start getting announced, and I'm like, man, it's going to be a great show. If you're in that area, you have got to go check that one out.
Yeah, I can't remember. Who's the GCWA match? I feel like a dick for not knowing. I forgot.
Man,
wow, Josh.
I think
Chris Carter and yeah. I
mean, Chris Carter.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
He's holding their belt right now, isn't he?
He's the Rising Stars. The
Rising Star.
That's their secondary championship, I guess. But yeah, it's
And of course,
Mr. recently Facebook jailed, Chris Carter.
Was he
really?
No, he's out. He told everybody today. He was like, "I got banned." I was like,
Wow.
That's gonna be so.
Some of that nasty shit.
I don't remember what match it is.
I got a bone to pick with Nastico. He's giving me shit about my cartoon that Josh so nicely had made for us. He's giving me crap about it.
What'd he say?
Just trying to talk about how only one hand is waving and the other hand is gripping. And I'm like, whoa, you need to slow your roll, Nastico. Slow your roll.
I was watching Nastico's feed this week. He was walking dogs, and he walked them on one day, and I logged in just to watch it and talk shit. And the next day he was doing it again, and I was like, this is the exact same part of the walk I logged in yesterday. I just re-uploaded videos. And he was like, shut up, you bald-ass mofo. And I was like, you might be bald under there. We don't know. That's not really fair. So I'm challenging Nastico. You don't have to unmask. But this is my official challenge to Nastico from the pit. We want to know what your hair is. That's what we want to know.
No, you don't.
I really want to know.
I do, and you don't.
Man, you like old school, like just the mask up to here, let the hair come out. Because if you're gonna keep calling me bald, you got to prove you got hair. That's how I feel. Otherwise, I might start calling you out.
I don't know. He might have that Marbot cut. You know what I'm talking about? Like a little bowl cut going across right here. Come on, cuh.
I feel like Nastico is
little 956 cuh.
Either bald as hell or probably like a 70s style perm. Really touched up already. Like it's been too long since I've been to the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always thought it was a mullet.
Oh, a mullet. That would make absolute sense. I bet you a mullet. That's what it's a mullet.
Coming from someone that used to have one, it's a pretty douchey head. Way to wear your hair. I can say that because I had one.
You had a mullet? Let's talk about that. Was it a mulletino where it was like slicked on the sides?
No, it was just like that, and then I had it really long. I could tie it. I could tie it. It was really long.
I'm immediately picturing Josh like just talking shit to people with this like wavy ass mullet.
Yeah, it's real curly. Yeah, no, it's like that. Yeah, my hair gets curly.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did we have the beard when we had the mullet? So it was just like a head full of hair?
Goatee. I was a kid. I was
goatee.
18.
Oh, you were a kid.
18, 19.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Teenager, but out of high school. I graduated when I was 16-ish or something like that.
I was thinking like 3 or 4 years before I met you.
Oh no!
I was thinking recently.
I haven't had hair in a long time.
13.
I've been bald since I was like 22 or 3. Yeah, no, it's no.
I know. I miss my hair.
So yeah, I don't know if y'all saw Matt had our back.
That's right, Matias Suarez.
And I'm so sorry, Suarez. He's an awesome dude. I literally talked to him on Saturday.
Oh yeah, Matt got hacked.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
Did you see
Matias
that?
is awesome.
Matt got Facebook hacked. Which was
Did he really?
Oh yeah. Poor guy. He had to start up a whole new Facebook. I felt terrible for him.
So
damn.
The most social Facebook right now.
Before I bring in numero tres, I just got a text from GCWA, and they were not mad at me, but it gives me an opportunity to make up for it. They're part of a show or doing a show in WrestleMania weekend, and they said,
"Oh, nice!
That's now officially. This is the first that's been officially announced right now." Like he's asked me to plug it. Details coming soon. That's all he said. But WrestleMania weekend, GCWA. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
We need some details. You need to tell Jeff we need some details.
He said, "Stay tuned for details."
No,
he's watching.
Tell him we want like the first initial of each competitor. That's it. Like A versus C, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm convinced it's the Undertaker. GCW, you heard it here, folks. GCWA is booking the Undertaker for WrestleMania weekend.
There you go. The new streak.
On the episode we're doing Mount Rushmore for big men. We already have an
announcement.
We already have an Undertaker.
We're about to drive that booking fee through the roof. When he hears all of us talking about him on our Rushmore, he needs 3 hot ones.
Yeah, he's getting it out of hand. But yeah, so let's bring in the rest of the crew for tonight. Back from his island vacation, as we were saying last week.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a whole lot of family. Got to drink a lot.
Yeah.
I got to definitely take on the name Borracho crew because
international.
Dude, we were getting texts from Angel at like 6 a.m. on like a Wednesday. Like it's just like we're all like trying to work, and Angel's like, "Hey!" Man, that's the best life, man. He was in the kingdom.
Dude, I loved it. Yeah, can't wait to go back. Hold on.
That's super cool, man.
I had to turn Alexa. Yeah, man. Yeah. So when you know, I had like 10 days of not like watching anything to now trying to catch up on everything. That was a lot of fun.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dang.
Ooh.
I love it.
Welcome back.
It's about time that Evil got his due. You know, Angel's been hating on the guy, but I think Angel finally saw the light, and he said, "You know what? Evil for Wrestle Kingdom Night 3, baby."
Listen. Whenever we talk Wrestle Kingdom,
the one you're watching,
I'll get into it.
The one you're watching right now, because you can comment, or you can just go away and not watch it ever again. I think that's a better one.
Yeah.
Nastico.
Yeah, really.
Just go away.
Yeah, like when you say he's the best manager under 300 pounds.
He's like put like nothing but qualifiers every day.
Yeah.
Like
all right,
it's very specific.
Right,
very specific.
Eerily specific, and he's not even accurate because he said he was the best manager that ever managed at Houston Premier Arena, which is not correct. We've seen a food vendor manager in there that was way better. The building manager way better. Any of us that were in other people's business, we feel we were managing their shit way better than you're managing anything. So
I managed to go there, so that makes me a better manager.
That's the most bullshit statement I ever heard. Nastico.
Yeah, like I made it there. I got out of there. I managed the whole thing.
Oh, speaking of which, Josh, I don't know if you heard. Jaime opened up. Relax. Jaime opened up a few more tickets for Loco. So for those of you out there that have not bought Loco tickets, you got a chance. There's a few more tickets. Jaime sent messages. Are you going?
Yeah, they're doing some heavy work at Hybrid tonight, huh? It sounds like they're sitting a little closer.
Yeah, I was saying, I was like, is it me? Am I back in Puerto Rico with the ocean?
It's all good. It's all good.
All those trainees, man, trying to get them ready. I'm telling you.
Oh, those are slams.
Yeah, those are all slams and rolls.
Good Lord!
And...
Oh, I'm glad I'm not a fucking wrestler. Like
people taking the bumps tonight. I'm glad it's not me though.
So do we want to recap any recent shows or talk about future coming shows? I know we want to do Wrestle Kingdom, but we'll wait. Let's get a little bit more indie talk first, I guess, and then we'll do Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, you know what?
I want to talk about a show I went to. Or did you go to a show this week? I just went to one Saturday. I made my gracious or illustrious return to going to a live show so long overdue. I traveled down to Mission, went to Texas Wrestling League, and the talent they had booked was just very, very good. And the main match, I mean, it wasn't the main event due to scheduling conflicts and venue issues, but it was Chandler Hopkins, ASF, and TJP.
TJP, what?
That match was insane.
TJP's been coming into Texas a few times, y'all. If you're TJP fans, like, be on the lookout for that.
And that guy is one of the most underrated wrestlers, like, ever. If you ask me, like, ever. And he's such a good dude too. But the match with Chandler and ASF were just, they deserve to be in there with him. Like, they proved in that match that they deserve there, which we know that, and TJP knows that. And it was a fantastic, like, that was one of the best matches I've seen live in person.
You know what? And honestly,
in a very long time.
And I don't know anything about Chandler Hopkins or ASF, but I can tell you right now, TJP, he's way back from like 2000. So this dude is a veteran of a veteran of being a high flyer. So I know just being in a ring with them, oh my God, they must have learned so much.
Yeah, it's amazing. That guy's so cool. He came to Corpus a year and a half or two ago, I think it was, maybe, to GCWA, and we missed the meet and greet. And my son, was one of his all-time favorite wrestlers, Charlie's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cool. He loves him to death. But we missed the meet and greet because whatever, life. But then they did the intermission, and TJP came out, and he was kind of just there. And I went, like, because I just went and talked to him. I was like, hey, we kind of missed the thing. He's like, bring him on. Took him behind the table and, like, talked to him for like 25 minutes. And then he asked, and one of the coolest things was, he's like, so who's your favorite wrestler? I mean, this Charlie was like 7 or 8. And he was like, John Cena. John Cena is my favorite wrestler. And and he was like, well, the funny story is the first time that John Cena ever walked into to work on wrestling was I was there. Like, so I've known, like he said, I've been along his journey since day one. And then he just started telling him all these stories about John Cena. Like, it wasn't even about TJP anymore. Yeah. He was about telling John Cena stories to my son that told him he loved John Cena. So then fast forward to Saturday, and of course he acts like he remembers because he's a cool dude. Probably has no fucking recollection of meeting me before. But I was like, hey man, I just wanted to tell you, you treated my son really cool, and I appreciated that. But I know when you asked him who his favorite wrestler was, in that moment it was John Cena. I asked him on the ride home who his favorite wrestler was, and he said you. And his eyes started to water. I was just like, I thought I was just saying something pretty cool, and he was just like, that's amazing, because of how cool he was, So that match was just amazing. And then with all three amazing people, which luckily I got to, sit with all three of them after the match and hang out and watch the rest of the show with them and stuff. So it was just really, really good match. I was so glad I went. Felt good to be back where we belong. We all belong, Let's just say that's where we're in our habitat, and I think the most happiest.
It's
besides eating, that's my happy place. But other than that,
I think it's really cool that you brought that story up, because there's been something on my mind lately that I want to get off my chest.
Here we go.
I would never put this on my Facebook because I'm not a believer that I don't think that fans that don't have a certain level of knowledge or linked or whatever, I don't like really outreaching my opinion. Like, I don't want to tell wrestlers how to do their shit, but this is our show. So my opinion is more than fucking welcome. So, wrestlers that show up to meet and greets and go to tables and are at merch tables and do shit like that, we care way more about you than anybody else. Like, that is a fact. Like, that's just how I've always felt. Like, honestly, like, when you look at some of my favorite wrestlers, they are all wrestlers who are known to be at merch tables. They're known to be out and interact with fans. That, like Chandler Hopkins is like he's my number one favorite guy on the indie scene. Yeah. And I literally became a fan of Chandler Hopkins solely because like he gave me just like the best high five one time at a show. And we talked about it afterwards.
Those are the things that matter, man. Like they'll matter. And like I don't even care now. Like even it still happens now with certain other people because our relationships have grown.
It blows my mind when you go to a show and there's like tables and people aren't there. Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. It's probably exhausting. And I know that sometimes they're late. Like, I'm not talking about wrestlers that don't make it in time or shit comes up. But I'm talking about times like in the back. Sometimes I don't think talent realizes sometimes that when you come in after fans have already been let in, we see you. Like, we see that. Like, every fan sees you walk to the back. And then when everyone else comes out to the tables and sells merch and does that shit and you don't, like, it's a bummer. Like, I would never call names, but there are several people that are not on my wall solely because every time I go to a show, they're not at their table. Like, I can think of 2 or 3 guys off the top of my head right now that every time I go to a show, like, I would buy something from them if they were there. If you're out there, and sometimes like even worse, and maybe I don't understand this part, but sometimes the merch is out there, but there's no one even to sell it, and I almost feel worse about that. But like that's my only advice. Like I'm like just think about those interactions that you have with those fans. And I'm not even trying to coach you on how to do that. But I'm just saying if you ever feel like that shit is meaningless, don't feel that way because someone out there is going to meet you like Charlie, someone like me, your biggest fan is out there waiting to get that 8x10, waiting to get that high five, waiting to get that.
Yeah. The 5 seconds of attention.
Exactly.
Like not even an autograph, not even the merch, like just the like icon. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Right. 5-10 seconds makes a kid's rest of their year.
Right.
Like,
you know exactly.
I mean? Those and honestly, you remember forever.
I always tell wrestlers that as well. Even if they don't have merch, I said, even if you don't have merch, if you have a table spot, at least go stand out there. Take pictures with people, meet people, go interact with the crowd.
Like Mission Pro shows, I've never seen a higher percentage of people actually go out and set up at their tables than I have at the Mission Pro shows I've gone
100%.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If there's 20 people on the card, there's 15 to 18 of them out there.
You can meet 70% of the Mission Pro show. Easy.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Even if they don't have merch, at least they're out there and they're meeting people and they're talking to people like, hey, great match, good job, blah, 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 this and that. But I mean, they're out there.
You know, that's actually a really good comment. I'm going to take it a step further. Like, you can change someone's life with 5 minutes of kindness, but you can change someone's life with 5 minutes of being an asshole too. Sometimes fans step up to the table wanting to be treated like a heel, wanting to be treated like that way. They want to have that experience. Look at MJF. Like, a lot of people knock MJF, and I get it. He might not be a good piece of shit or a good guy or a piece of shit. But when we were on the cruise, watching people line up to get spit on, that's good.
Emily's favorite meet and greet she's ever been a part of, and she's met the top of the top with me that she doesn't give 2 shits about. But if you want to talk about meet and greets, that's the story she tells all the time because he was a dick.
Think about all the shitty wrestlers. Like, think about all over the years, like the really gimmicked wrestlers who have made it to the top with not great wrestling skills or anything. Man, book it, Bryson. Book it.
I know you have your Swan.
Book it. Swan. You got simply lost. You gotta book that shit. Book them both. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just that level of engagement. Like, I get it. Y'all are tired. Y'all travel. This lecture with no disrespect whatsoever. I mean it solely as a fan. Like, some of us really want to engage with you, but some talent make it really hard. Like I said, there's several names off the top of my head that I can think of. Like, every show I've been on, I've never been able to connect with.
We don't even get those.
And I don't even right. But that's what I'm saying.
They know who they are. They know who they are.
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know who your fan is out there. Like, it's any of us. You fucking man. We've got to ban Nasico out of the comments. Like,
super hard.
So
oh my God!
I'm gonna now that we did that, I'm gonna kind of change the gears and subject real quick. Back to rewinding when you mentioned that Jaime hit you up about opening up some more tickets for the show that's coming up. So we figured out, we drop a message, ring ring the bell or light something that gets his attention, if you know what I mean. And boom, we got.
Hey, Jaime.
Y'all want to talk about letting out tickets? He's got a show coming up. The floor is yours,
January the 21st. Ya se chiflaron otra vez. Yeah, we released like 20 more tickets. I have 4 out of those 10 front rows, and then we just added a few more second and a few more third. So I'm just.
Angel, do you have tickets yet, Angel?
Not sure yet because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do on the 21st. But I gotta see if I have my kid. If I don't have my kid, then I'll probably go over there.
Well, let me know. Let me know. I got
it for sure.
We know a guy.
Yeah.
we know a guy.
I know a guy. I'll squeeze you in.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
So what? I mean, so which one? I mean, I know you're looking forward to all of them, but like, which ones? Which ones do you want to hype up?
Guys, I want to hype all of them, guys.
Yeah, drop it.
I got to hype up. Hey, shout out to my boy Chris Carter. I got the Chris Carter shirt. You know what I mean? So, Chris Carter all day. Dude, you already know a lot of people have been hyped up for that matchup. 2 of the very guys from Houston going at it. So, I'm excited about that. Sadika versus Mickey Knuckles. Hair versus Mask. So, I bought a lot of T12 light tubes for that one, and Sadika asked for me to take off the mat too, so it's gonna get really fucking crazy, guys.
You're gonna go bare boards with Mickey Knuckles versus Sadika at Loco.
Sadika asked for that, so I'm not gonna argue with her. All right, he's gonna beat me up.
Yeah, no shit. When they slam you to that mat, remember that you excuse me. When they slam you to the boards, remember that you agreed to that shit, Jaime, because you got fucked up in the last show.
Yeah. Hey, she asked me. When I went up there. She goes, "I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that." And I was like, "All right, man, you can do whatever you want." Okay, so I was like, "All right." Hey, it's the main event though, so I
was gonna say that's got to be the main event, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I got an EMT person that's gonna be there, so you already know. So I'm prepared, guys. I'm prepared. Another match, battle of Nuevo Laredo versus Laredo ASF versus Hombre Sin Miedo. So that's kind of Hombre Sin Miedo is kind of like obscure Nuevo Laredo guy, but. If you don't know him, but after the 21st, you'll know who he is, guys.
Yeah, you'll know who he is.
He's on fire right now. Hammerstein, CW, all
big
that
time.
I just talked about the match he just had Saturday with.
How was that? Was that good?
Amazing.
For real. TJ.
By far the match of the night. Yeah, Chandler Hopkins.
For real. Hey,
ASF went over too.
If you're watching this, Chandler Hopkins, tell me when you're ready to get loco. I've hit you a few times up, Daddy. Let's do it.
Hey, where the fuck? Chandler, come on. Chandler, get out of Houston.
For real, right?
I might be able to talk to him, since he's my champion. So
yeah, we can do something. We'll work something out. Shane Taylor versus Hernandez. I know Hernandez is not everybody's cup of tea, but the fans of Loco, they really, really like him. Shane Taylor, you already know he's on fire. Ring of Honor. Hernandez back, so. That's pretty cool. So that's something Pistol Pete wanted. So we let Pistol Pete book that stuff. So he wanted to see that. He likes big house. So Joe Alonso versus Marco Stutt. Dude,
okay.
That's gonna be interesting.
Pretty good. Actually, Alonso asked for this match, and I was like, dude, he goes, can I wrestle Marco Stutt? And I was like, sure, let's do this. And we made it happen for Joe, because I know Joe and Marco, they got a little bit of a history, and
a little bit of a history. That's funny.
Yeah,
that's a lot of history.
Yeah, so I want to see.
Got a history with everybody.
I want to see if Marco can do a rebuttal to Joe Alonso's promo. So I want to see if he says anything. So we'll see. I don't think he is. So. Anyways, Ninja Mac versus Ricky Reyes. That's
that was pretty big.
That's an interesting one to me. Yeah, two totally different styles, man. That's crazy.
Originally, that match was gonna be Ninja Mac versus Necro, but Necro backed out of it. So I wanted to do that match so fucking bad. You have no idea, but I was like, fuck it, man. You know, cards subject to change. So
yeah,
we did all right on that one. That's more fire, I think. So Kevin Blackwood versus Easy James. Kevin Blackwood's on fire, man. He's everywhere.
And Izzy's my
James, dude, he's been a staple here in Texas. I'm a big fan.
My Shark-in-law.
So hard.
Love Izzy James. Izzy, if you're out there, come back in the pit one day. We love you.
It's been a while since we had him.
I know. I love Izzy James, man.
My boy.
Me too. I'm a big fan. That's why I got him against Kevin Blackwood. Hopefully that shows everybody what Izzy James can do. Because, man, I think once those two, there's a bigger spotlight on that, man. I hope Wrestling for Unicorns captures something really special and Twitter blows up with it, man. So
it's wild. It's wild that Izzy James isn't on a main stage somewhere.
Not yet.
Yeah. I wanted to.
It's overdue.
I want to see him on GCW versus Loco so bad, dog. Like, fuck, bro. I have no idea, dog. I got a dream team of guys that I want to do my matches with, dog. But just bear with me a little bit, and I'm gonna start releasing matches. We're gonna start releasing matches, guys. So
my Shark-in-law. That's my Shark-in-law too.
Yeah, guys.
We love Izzy. We
got 3 more matches, guys. We have Lord Adrian, a.k.a. the Walmart guy, against Juventud at Edia.
Man, let me ask you, why'd you sign the Walmart guy? Talk to us about that.
Okay, guys. That was because Lowrider wrestled him, and he really loved the match. So he was like, dude, I love Juventud at Edia. So, like, let's do something together. You know what I mean? He felt like they can mesh together. So he was like, come on, let's make this happen. So, something different,
That's the wild card. That's the wild card. I have no idea what to expect out of that.
Yeah, and you might never know. It might be the banger of the night, dog. We don't know.
I want to hate this match, but I've also said to several people, it's at Loco. So you gotta trust. You gotta trust.
Guys. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process.
We wouldn't do that for a lot of people, but we got love for you, Jaime. We're willing to give you a shot.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Another match: Raxo versus Stackhouse in a number one contendership for the
number one contender. Yeah, for local title. Yep.
Dude, that match right there. Honestly, I think this is gonna be the match of the night, guys. For real. Yeah,
wow. That's a big statement. That's a big statement after the matches you just listed.
Yeah, for real.
That's a big statement. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Right, so who do you think is gonna win? Honestly, guys, I haven't even made the decision yet. But who do you think is gonna win?
I think Stackhouse.
Raxel.
Okay.
But Stackhouse.
Oh, when you think about it, so here's my thing. Like, Stackhouse is great. I've said this before on the show. You cannot hate fat wrestlers, and Stackhouse is a good example. Why? But at the same time, Raxel is so fucking talented, and he's lucha, and he's been on the scene like that. This is his day. Like, this is time for Raxel. Like, and I love my boy Raxel. He had a hell of a death match with Insane up here in town. We got to talk about it when we were at the Loco show. He was like, "Bring this, bring that." Raxel, that's my vote.
I love Raxel. He's one of those guys that I really want out on Laredo to shine so hard. I know ASF shining, but Raxel, I want Raxel to shine, dog.
Yes.
I love him, dog. So I hope I told him, dog, please shine for me, daddy. Shine for me. You know what I mean? Honestly, I want to see him on GCW versus Loco. I think he fits those scrambles that they do, at the beginning, with bodies and all those guys.
He can fit in pretty much any match. Yeah, he would kill.
They got a ton of guys like Everett Connors, Atticus, Jordan Oliver. There's a ton of guys that ASF, Dante, everybody that's in GCW right now could work Raxel. Raxel will work great against everybody. Brett Lauderdale, Raxel.
I've been telling him. I've been preaching. Oh, dude. Tease me, Raxel. I've been telling every time.
Hey.
Raxel.
There's a joint show coming up.
Huh?
There's a joint show coming up. I mean.
Oh, yeah. GCW versus Loco, February the 4th. Sarika versus Matt Tremont for the very first time. They're giving you a death match, a dream match, guys. So.
What's the stipulation?
Dude, it's a death match, dog. Like, anything goes. I think a lot of fans are bringing weapons. People have already slid in my DMs like, what do y'all need? You know what I mean? I was like, fuck, just bring anything. So you already know this match is going to get wild. So
I want to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be as they always say, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out the way. Anyways, I got one more match for January 21st, and guys, it's for the local wrestling championship. Champion Dante Leon versus the Death Samurai Akira, dog.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one.
Oh, bro, I'm so hyped for this one. Dante asked for this match. I said, Dante, I got you, fam. Let's make this happen. And dude, this can be the match of the night too, man. Who knows?
Let's talk about this one for a second because we have a deathmatch audience. There's like 2 of us out there, but we've talked about Akira a lot from a deathmatch standpoint. This is not a deathmatch. You are not labeling this a Loco Rules match. This is not. This is a wrestling match. And people don't understand that Akira can wrestle. He's got a good shoot style. He's got a good he's got a good set move. I mean, this has potential to be match of the year, honestly, if the 2 of these can go the distance.
Yeah.
Huge.
I agree, man. The reason why, because I picked out Akira because I've seen he wrestles in these death matches. You know how some death matches just go ham and they just man, he's doing actual wrestling moves with these light tubes. So I was like, what if we take those light tubes away? All these moves would still be fire anyways without the light tubes. So I think it'll be a perfect because at Loco, I like booking these deathmatch guys in regular ass matches because I'm like, I scratched my chin. I was like, what if I put him in a regular ass match with somebody fire? And let's see if those guys are fire. But what if I took all those weapons and those gimmicks? Let's see how fire they really are. You know what I mean?
Dude, he fought Ruben at ICW back in February, and they spent the first 6 minutes of that match just wrestling. And obviously, it was better than the death match. Like, they put on a great death match, but that wrestling, like Ruben can do it all, and really, Akira kept up with him. This is going to be a great fight. This is not a death match. We're not expecting a lot of blood here. This is a wrestling match. This is an opportunity for Dante Leon to really bring out the best in Akira. And you got to think about that because Loco just booked 2 GCW mainstays right now. Akira and Dante Leon are on almost every show right now, and Loco's got him in the main event in a wrestling match. So that's really it speaks a lot to what we're about to see.
Yeah, I'm excited. Me and Lowrider booked this together. We compromised, and this is what we compromised with. January 21st, ya se chiflaron otra vez. Last year was a little bit different. It was more like lucha libre. This one was kind of hard to like put together because MLW was in Dallas, so you know what I mean. It was hard, so we're like, let's do something way different. Let's like give them like something. Let's keep it some of the same guys from the last show, and then let's just switch it up. You know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do. And Bradley, dog. I talked to your boys at No Peace. What's up, dog? Hey, I think
you tell me.
March 11th, No Peace versus Loco.
Man, you talking big shit.
Yeah. So
man, we love the dudes at No Peace. Man, I'll tell you what. There's nobody in the deathmatch world that's cooler than No Peace guys, man. Like, shout out to Gorlando Squad. Shout out to No Peace. If you're doing a show with them, I'm ready for this shit, bro.
Hey, guys, and you know where I picked? I don't think it's gonna be at the premiere. I went to this like heavy metal bar, and it's like a venue, and it's ran by some like satanic people, dog. So there's like Baphomets and like upside down crosses, and it fucking looks fucking cool. The aesthetics around it looks cool. And I think No Peace versus Loco would look fire in there, dog. Like,
they're
doing
the whole ring thing right now. Like, I'm telling you, like, you could do no ring, you could do a ring, anything. Like, No Peace is so.
No, it's gonna be no ring. It's gonna be no ring.
You're gonna go no ring show. That's what I like.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a first for Houston. I don't think Houston's ever seen a no ring type of an event, especially with some heavy hitters, because we're gonna bring some heavy hitters for that one, so it's gonna be really cool. I really can't say much about it, but that's what all I can release. But I hope I'll release more stuff in the next month or this month.
Hey, before you go, that sounds like a really great opportunity for me to talk about my friend Luchador Insane, who is a test match wrestler that you should talk to, Jaime. That's all I'm saying.
All right, hey, talk to your boy, man. Let's put him on that show. He can represent Loco for real.
Let's go.
Nice.
The more the merrier. I think we'll have fun. We're all there having a good time, and show them something different.
Raxo too. Call Raxo, because Raxo does no ring death match. I'm just saying.
I know. I heard they wanted Sadika. They wanted Dante Leon. I think even Chris Carter. They even asked for Chris Carter. So who knows?
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know.
Everybody.
Yeah, for real. I know. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to release matches.
Put that shit up.
Put it right there.
Thank you, Bryson. Thank you. Simply Lost Promotions. I love that shit. Local wrestling, everybody look out for Luchador Insane. Woo!
Hey guys, and one last thing, guys. March the 20th, we're going 1-on-1 with Ice.
Right fucking there, though.
Legacy. So I'm taking the team to Colorado.
Really?
Oh, nice. Hey, that fits your gimmick.
Huh?
Hey, don't oversee this right here. Who just threw their name in the mix, though? The Mosh going champion for PPW.
Hey,
shout out to
Blaine, fucking scared as shit. He has to do open challenges at every show.
Yeah. And one last thing, I'll give you a sneak peek of that March 20th card. It's gonna be that Drago Kid Jr. versus Chris Carter.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
That's gonna be cool. I can't release some of the matches. It's gonna be crazy, but that March 20th show is gonna be crazy. GCW is gonna be crazy, and then January 21st is gonna be crazy. So,
looking forward to it.
Yeah,
great.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, just real quick. I just want to say because I missed last week when Ninja Max said he's going to Noah, which I called it by the way. I got so fucking hype because Noah is like my second favorite promotion. So he's gonna fucking kill out there while there's fucking other juniors out there, man. I am so hyped for that.
I know. Yeah. He told me he was originally supposed to be on that New Japan versus Noah thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit fucked a lot of shit up. I'm like, Ninja Mac there would have been fired.
Dude, especially for that show.
Man. I know. I'm so happy for Ninja Mac, and he was on the Houston Chronicle yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the article.
I saw him share that.
Yeah,
shout out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a great picture with his kid. I loved it.
I know. He's very interesting. I like talking to him. He's a cool kid. He talks a lot.
I like Ninja Mac a lot.
He asks a lot of questions. For real.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Loco has for 2022. Are we going to see any new faces? Maybe some new Texas faces. Maybe Chandler picks up the phone and calls.
I want to do Chandler Hopkins. Honestly, guys, I want to showcase more women's wrestling, guys. Girls, don't be scared. I'm not gonna feed you to Sarika.
Oh man,
come on. When I yell at you, I really want you on the show. So
I mean, Sawyer, you can feed Sawyer.
Yeah, dude,
Sawyer, I'm sure we're lovely.
You know what?
Sawyer Rec
with that one. I'll hit you up with the DMs with that one. That one's I got something cool to tell you, man, on that one.
Kelsey Reagan, man, she's great. She's been doing a lot of stuff with No Peace Underground in Florida as well, and I love her. She's an amazing talent, real humble, hard worker, great, and she's been getting more into hardcore. I mean, she flips, so she's an awesome talent. I like Kelsey Reagan out of Florida.
I did.
Casey Kirk, from the deathmatch scene, Brandon Kirk's wife.
Actually, you know what? She actually hit me up already too.
Because she wants Sadika, right? Because she's a bad bitch.
Yeah, I think I don't think all the girls say I want to wrestle Sadika until Sadika's right in front of them, dog. Like for real.
Man,
and then they like, they don't even know what to do.
ICW had a match go to a non-finish, and it was because somebody thought they wanted a piece of Sadika, and it turned out they didn't know that shit.
They don't want it. They didn't want it.
Like people online were like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, "Nah, that's Sadika. That's just the shit she does." Like,
some people say no to the matches. Okay. Hey, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you one story. It's because I hit up certain women's wrestlers, and I was like, "Hey man, are you available for this date?" And then I'm like, and then they hit me up with against who, and then I was like, I already know. Because honestly, I've been trying to get Sadika regular matches, dog. I'm trying to take her out that box, man. For real, come on, girls. or just bringing in two. I want 2 or 3 girls for Loco. But girls, I'm not gonna put you in there. I'm gonna put you in there with Fabi, La Haida, some top level. I don't know. I feel like the girls have wrestled each other enough around Texas. I want to throw them like a curveball and throw them somebody like that. The Lady Shawnees. If I can bring a Joshi girl from Japan, I would. I want to do shit like that. So for real, that's what I want to do for the girls for Texas. So
a lot of stuff in store for the future for Loco. You heard
yeah,
it.
I want to. Hey, girls, when you come to Loco Wrestling, it's gonna be very hard.
Check that one out.
I'll take that one all day right there.
Look at this one.
I can't even.
Statica and Lowrider
versus Bryson Scott and Simply Luscious.
Oh, I saw that at Gulf Coast. It's not Gulf Coast at Victoria. That thing was so. You know what? It was something different. Never mind. But anyways,
that'd be good.
Yeah, that match was good. It was a good match. But anyways, guys, I don't want to ramble on anymore. I want to let y'all do y'all show. Guys, January 21st. Get y'all tickets. It's gonna be fire. It's an exciting.
Angel, hit up Jaime.
What's up?
Angel, hit up Jaime for a ticket. Angel.
Yeah.
I gotta check.
Book the rematch.
Anyways, guys. January 21st. I'm excited, guys. I hope to see a lot of y'all. Hey, the next day you're gonna catch it on Wrestling for Unicorns channel. Yep. And guys, hopefully we shock the world. We make some moments, and it leads into February 4th, guys. So with GCW. So, guys, my last word: if it ain't Loco, it ain't fire.
It ain't fire.
Peace.
Later, Jaime. Damn.
That was great stuff.
Yes, we got a lot of information there. A lot of things coming up. As always, he's got stuff cooking.
A lot of breaking info.
Yeah, that's what we do here. You never know what the hell's gonna happen because we never know what's gonna happen. We just jump in the pit and we do what we do.
Kind of just wing it sometimes, you know.
Before we go into New Japan with Angelo, can we just say Brody effing King is in AEW with Malachi Black? With Malachi Black.
House of Black.
House of Black, baby.
I marked out so damn hard.
Dude, I was just like, I loved the way they brought him in. I love the way they've been teasing him. And I was like, as much as I hate the 100 guys signed to one woman, I will take it.
Yeah,
I will take it.
That was great to see.
It's so good.
And in the House of Black, like that's.
And in the House of Black,
you know, there's going to be 2 or 3 more. That's going to be a faction. That's going to be legit.
Brody King was on fire.
Brody,
he got sucked into a cyclone of like just bad stuff. But it's so good to see him come out on the other end.
Yeah,
but booked when a debut to make him look strong as fuck.
Yes, exactly. Thing. I was like,
oh man, he is there. They booked him as legit.
God bless it, man.
His cannonball in the corner like killed Brian Pillman Jr. And I was like, oh, good night, Brian Pillman Jr.
Bye-bye.
Wrecked.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Hey, and if we're going to talk about EW, guys say, like, I don't know if you guys talk about this. I fucking love Hook. Like, as like Taz is like up there as one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And when I saw like his son, I was like, oh, whatever, dude. Okay. Oh my fucking God. This is how Taz should have been booked when he went to WWE. It's like he's such a small like kid and all that, but he has the attitude. He has the suplexes. He has everything. I was like, oh my, he has the aura, which is crazy for kids so young. He's like what? 20?
And he has the damn hair, man. He's got the damn hair. Doesn't comb his fucking hair. Doesn't care.
Yeah, dude. When he fought,
it's great.
Yeah, dude. And when he fought that bear, the dude from Maryland, I forget his name.
Bear Country, yeah, the guy from Bear Country.
Yeah, the dude from Maryland. Which I great tag team by the way. By himself, yeah. But like when he did that fucking Taz plex on him, I was like, oh,
it's smooth as fuck.
And I know a lot of people gave him shit because he didn't sell a move. But you know what?
That was a tribute to Taz.
It was a tribute to Taz. Go learn your fucking history, dude.
Same thing. Yeah,
I was glad that somebody put the 2 videos side by side, and everybody's like, "Oh, but he's not built like Taz." No, he's not. But he carries himself like he does.
And that's the important part.
Himself
and you know
like
what?
He's a badass mofo.
And that's something like you cannot teach. You cannot teach having that aura. Like either you have it or you don't have it. The kid has it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna buy one of his shirts. That lame ass shirt for like
$35 for that.
I need about 20 matches
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It is true. Yeah.
you know
That
what
as
I
well.
mean?
But also, I'm gonna need a better T-shirt than just the hook. I mean, I think I can just like make one myself. I mean,
Like I
I
said,
put a
he's had a
Sharpie.
good start, and he's got built up by some big people that helped him. You know, when Sin Hook,
Yeah.
like when he did that, everybody just now we're waiting for Hook because they said CM Punk said Sin Hook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he got raised up before he even did shit.
I know.
It was
Love
great. It was gold.
He's delivering though so far. So
Yes, he is.
Hey, just keep doing what you're doing with him. Yeah.
The real will stay real, like if it's real. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
No, no.
Right now it's the hype. It's the hype now.
It's the hype, and so people pull. Like I'm saying, like
but he's holding it in. He's holding it down. I mean.
And he is, but it really depends, like who it is. Like you can tell, like guys, like talk like Bryan Danielson, right? And this is a guy. No matter where he's at, no matter what promotion, no matter where you throw him in, he's gonna come out on top. And because he has the aura, he knows that he can adjust himself.
Face, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
silliness with like Team Hell No, it's like is a face with the yes, the no, like.
And he is not afraid, and he elevates it, man. I mean, he elevates whoever he's wrestling. I mean, he and Omega, he and what do you call it?
Paige.
And Paige. I mean, their matches are gold. I mean, I love their matches. It's like hour matches, and you can't even tell they're an hour. You're like, holy crap, that's it? That's all I get? And you're like, oh crap, an hour went by.
Doing the countdown, like, holy shit, yeah, that was a whole hour.
Yeah. I mean, how can you? Bryan Danielson, I think he's proven once again, it doesn't matter who you put in the ring with him, he's going to make magic. It's great.
Any size, any number, anything.
Yeah, and it's not, and he's pushing himself differently than you saw him in the past, because now he's doing the blood. He's putting the color out there. He's doing dives. He's doing other stuff that
he's getting it back
exactly,
to where he was.
Exactly.
Yep. Before people knew who he was.
Exactly.
Which I absolutely love. Yep. Which I love. It's dirtier. It's grittier. It's more. I don't know. He's a little bit more of an ass.
He just needs to change his song back to Final Countdown.
I know. I think they said that they couldn't. They didn't want to buy the rights, but I mean, damn.
No, I like his theme music now.
Oh no, it's good.
It's great.
It's good. But
like, I wanted it for that one moment when he did make the comeback, and it's like, the place would have fucking exploded. I mean, he kind of still did anyway, but I don't know. I'm greedy. I always.
What did you guys think when they brought out Adam? What do you call it? Britt Baker with Adam Cole, and they're all like, "No, you guys don't kiss him."
I thought it was great.
Did you?
Wonderful. I really did. I don't give a fuck about all that bullshit. Like, who of us does not know they're together? Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, were people complaining? Why are people complaining? Everybody knows they're together.
Complaining?
People complain. People complain.
Listen, that's one thing I appreciate about AEW is that. Hold on, buddy. There's one thing I appreciate AEW. They don't insult your intelligence. Like they know that we know a lot of the stuff.
Like O'Reilly and Fish and that storyline with Cole, and then they're like, no, we know why we had problems because we came from somewhere we had problems. I love that shit.
Yeah.
And if people didn't know that O'Reilly and Fish were a tag team before, go look it up. And people were like, what? They're a tag team already? Yeah, bro. They've been a tag team. Like, come on.
Bro, I love that the AEW does that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Fuck it. It was here before.
It's such a simple thing. It's like the wrestling, like just wrestling is the storylines. Like, you don't have to recreate stuff. Yeah,
y'all know the saying that I say all the time. Nobody hates wrestling more than wrestling fans.
I used to work in contracts.
I can say that every week.
You do, and I've said this before. Like, people think Twitter is like, listen, a small percentage of people are on Twitter, and even a small percentage of people get their voices even heard on Twitter. So they don't speak for all the fans, because if that was the case, dude, AEW would have been fucked. AEW would have been fucked a long time ago.
But they're the loudest for some reason.
People because we give them that, because we allow them to be the loudest.
Well,
like I'm not on Twitter.
I've heard it said, I will never forget seeing a promoter tell another talent, get on Twitter. Nothing spreads faster than it does on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's crazy to me, because like not only like validation or anything, but like every time I put on Facebook or TikTok or like anything I put on Instagram, like anything like nobody gives a fuck what I say on Twitter. Nobody gives a shit, like, ever. It's like all of us. Like, I don't get it. But Twitter, it's a cesspool of shit. Like,
it is. just like what Mel brought up, I had no idea that was a thing. I didn't know people were complaining about that. I thought it was like, oh, that was brilliant because people already know that.
I don't think there was anybody smart, honestly. I might have just seen one or two people.
So just
I didn't realize it either.
But still follow us on Twitter.
Yes. Follow us on Twitter because we speak the truth and our opinion.
I run our
matters.
Facebook. If you can't tell, I help on our Facebook team, not so much on our Twitter.
I'm all Instagram. I'm on Facebook sometimes. I do stuff on Twitter, but I'm all Instagram. Give me pictures. And I won't look at the comments. I'll kind of scroll, but I'm like,
Facebook and TikTok at this point. Those are like I love TikTok. I love Facebook. Those are my shit. I love them.
I love TikTok.
She likes pictures more. Mel said that. Photography.
I did. Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, Mel, that post you did had me cracking. When you're like, listen, just because someone was holding the camera doesn't mean they know what they're doing.
I saw that before we came on. I was like, must
be. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm editing footage and I'm like, bruh, can you like hold the camera steady? I'm like, oh, cool, ropes. I'm sure there's wrestling happening behind it, but I love the ropes. They're taped up great.
Nothing is the worst as when you get like an inexperienced photographer in a cage. Like I've seen pictures online where it's like where you see the photographers that don't understand that the cage is gonna fight with the wrestlers behind it when you take a picture, and I'm just like, damn, like.
Yeah,
perception of this is terrible.
When I saw you put that post, I almost said just at me because I've literally just thrown cameras into people's hands. Like, hey, can you film this show for me? All right, cool. As we have
Brian Cervantes,
but now
Cervantes shot PPW. Yes,
he did.
And then the last one that's like Roland. He's a photographer, but he's never videoed anything ever. Which he did a great job at the match.
No, because but there's some people like they know what wrestling should look like, but like there's other guys who are just like, let me follow the action. I'm like, whoa, bro, this isn't the Blair Witch Project. Like you don't have to like follow it like that, man. Like you're making me seasick. Yeah.
Although shout out to Brian because
Brian and Roland both killed it. They did great. I appreciate their help.
I was like, Brian, I had no just a little bit. He was like, that. I was like, great, this is the best.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying it was funny when I saw that. I was like, just at me. I was just like, totally do that every show.
You got something to say? You want to bring it to the pit or what?
but she's also my photographer too. So I knew it wasn't about the pictures. So I was like, that's probably why she didn't at me. She's my photographer.
I'm also 5 foot, and the ring is mostly taller than me, so I'm out of everybody's way.
Man, that is the truth. That is the truth. Mel's not as tall as she looks. She's not as tall as she comes off. I remember that.
No, I am not.
I don't think any of us really come off at a real height. I've had it so much. Like I've been meeting a lot of new people this week, and I was sitting down in a lot of meetings, and then like I stand up, and they're like, "Holy crap!" I was like, "You're literally 2 feet away from me, and you have no idea how tall I was." Like we talked for 2 hours.
Huge.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a big guy.
Josh is ridiculously huge.
Yeah.
Like, we used to bullshit in our group chat about like if we were tag teams and factions. Josh's name is Tower of Power. And we were like, no,
that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Josh is like 6'14". All of it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the coolest reaction though has been when I met Jazz in person. We had talked for years. She had just been on the show literally that week, and then I met her at the Mission Pro show. She stared at me in like stunned silence for like 2 minutes. Like as I walk up to her, and she just was like. And she's like, I can't even talk. She's like, it took forever to talk. She's like, I was like, holy crap. She was like, you're so damn tall. It's so funny because
it's so funny, but I've seen it like in reverse too. So I've met two people, and I was like, holy crap, you're like my height. I thought you were way taller, and I was like, I don't even mean this in disrespect, but like, how do you come out so big? I need to learn that trick. How do you come out taller?
Yeah,
they say you gotta put something on the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, Ryan, and that just shows how stupid he is. And
that's why he has to do it from behind. I was about to say, keep in mind, Nasico came to Josh from behind. That's not Nasico wanted to mess with Josh. He wanted to get a leg up and couldn't unless Josh wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
Distracted by singing my son.
And I saw Nasco
at his birthday
pull out
party.
a step stool to hit Josh with that poster. So let's just keep in mind that Nasco needed help to hit Josh.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know who this is here.
Josh
got size 7 feet.
Oh, I don't know who you are, but you've had too much to drink. And coming from me, that's a lot. Because Josh has like size 14 and a half feet easily.
Yeah. Maybe you're thinking of me.
Maybe you wrote the,
I have 6.5, 7 feet. I don't know if anybody wants to buy me shoes. I don't know if that's a thing, but I need shoes.
They misspelled Mel and accidentally spelled Josh.
Exactly.
We can make it a thing. Well, I don't need shoes though. I wear, it's like y'all literally see my feet. Like y'all see my feet.
True, Josh. What are you wearing at your job? I just put that together. They make you wear shoes. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I just put that together right now. Josh is in a warehouse. He has to wear shoes.
He has to wear boots.
Oh,
what?
He kicked himself out.
He took himself out.
You broke his world.
Oh my God.
You broke him. Bradley, you broke him.
Man,
you broke Josh.
I didn't mean to do that.
You broke Josh.
When he comes back in, it's going to be so strange. He's going to be in the weirdest position. He'll be in the fourth square. When has Josh ever been in the fourth square?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
You broke Josh.
I don't know what to do. I didn't mean to do that. I was curious about what he was. Oh no,
I think he's writing. Oh no, he's writing right now. That's him right now saying tears. I'm pretty sure that's him. Because someone did it at the same time at Twitter, YouTube.
Oh no!
I gotta get a screenshot. Oh my! I feel terrible.
Man. You monster! Good job.
I can't believe I did this to my friend.
Wow!
Oh my God, Josh!
You broke him.
Hurry up, Josh! Hurry up! Oh, there you are. It's all good, man.
Square, I was wrong. Wow! When you kicked me out, I always come back in a different square.
Oh, no,
but he's the moderator.
This is my show. Yeah, no, it's all
exactly.
Yeah. No, that was that.
Wow.
I don't have that first square power.
Yeah, that just.
You broke Josh, Brad. Good job.
So we can just keep moving on to whatever else you want to talk about.
We told Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, Wrestle Kingdom. There you go.
Yeah. You just
whatever.
Oh no, Josh! I'm gonna get you hyped. So I just say, first off, the show was much better than I was expecting. Because I will say that I had this is the first year where I wasn't really as hyped as other years, just because there's a lot of multi-man matches and whatnot. But it turned out to be really fun, right? It turned out to be some really great matches and some really awful ones. I'll get into that in a second. But and you can guess which one had the most fucking awful matches. But anyways, let's start with something positive. I'm gonna get Josh happy right now. Josh, did you watch the Shibata match?
That's the only thing from Wrestle Kingdom I've seen. The only thing.
So good. Okay. So for other people know now.
It was good.
Oh, dude. Okay. So for a lot of people don't realize is Shibata was supposed to do a special match where it was just going to be a grapple match, very much old UK World of Sport type of match. And then Shibata just went on the mic and said, "Fuck that. We're just gonna have a regular match, right?" And it was against his protege Narita, which a lot of people don't realize, who's been built really good in New Japan Strong. So, and this is the first time that he has been. I love the chocolate. This is the first time he has been back in Japan since 2017. So. It was a shocker to Narita, and then two, the fact that it had a regular match. Now, some people say that it was a shoot. Some people say it was planned. Doesn't matter. Whatever. It was a great moment. Shibata is fucking back. He looked fucking great, and because it was against Narita, it was like that Spider-Man meme where there's like looking at each other. Like that kind of shit. It was just like that. It was so damn good. I was just happy to see Shibata back. For people who don't realize, he was never supposed to come back. Now, there's a lot of wrestlers that got injuries that never were supposed to come back. But very few wrestlers almost died at that night when they got injured. And when he got surgery, they had to at one point separate his head from his neck. So he legit was almost beheaded in the surgery. So and he couldn't do a push-up. He couldn't do anything. All the way now to him having a fucking match. I fucking love it, dude. He came back
How long ago was he came back against Kenta?
No, well, it was against Okada, and it was 2018.
He booted Kenta, didn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So that was like 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
That was when he was cleared to even do anything.
Yeah.
And so 2 years since that to get to here, that's pretty impressive.
No, it's very impressive. Plus, and it actually brought up a great point on commentary. It sucked what happened with Shibata because it derailed so many things for New Japan. Like, there's no other wrestler like Shibata in New Japan. In other promotions, maybe, but not in New Japan. And because of what happened to him, they made him like a head trainer in the LA dojo. They brought back the LA dojo and they made him the head trainer. Now, if you're not watching New Japan Strong, there's a lot of great talent on there. And I know a lot of people get tired with the roster New Japan has access to right now, but wait till the New Japan Strong guys show up in New Japan. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you right now, these guys, Narita is just one guy that you have, but it's going to be a whole bunch of them that are going to show up, and it's going to change change up everything. It's going to be great. Can't wait. I'm excited for it. So overall, we just keep going down the list now. I just get this shit out of the way. Fucking Eve. Okay. So for the people that don't realize, the match that got me to fall in love with New Japan was a never open weight match. This was back in 2014. It was Makabe versus Ishii. It was a never open weight championship match. Mm-hmm. And that match was at that point in my life, was one of the hardest hitting matches I've seen in my life. I thought it was a straight shoot. I thought this never open weight championship is fucking amazing. You can do no wrong with this belt. I was fucking wrong. Then we have Evil versus Ishii. And Ishii, I swear to God, Ishii has never had a bad match. I've never seen a bad Ishii match. It's impossible. It's impossible to have a bad match Ishii. And Evil fucking somehow did it.
No,
Evil somehow fucking did it.
I'll break this match down.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now. This shit was a fucking clown show. Every fucking person in the fucking world showed up. It was interferences heavy. It was referee bump after referee bump. It was just utter fucking nonsense. It was what the fuck am I watching? Is this Wrestle Kingdom or am I watching WWE? If I want to watch that bullshit, I'll tune into Monday Night Raw and watch whoever the fuck I was on there doing whatever the fuck they do over there. I don't want that shit in fucking New Japan. But here I am watching this bullshit in Wrestle Kingdom, the fucking premier event of the fucking year. What the fuck was that? Fuck you, Evil. Fuck you, Dick Togo. Actually, well, not so much to Togo, because thanks to him we got that's my son right there. Thanks to him we do have the Noah tie. Yeah, but I fucking hated that match so fucking much.
Okay, we heard you.
Yeah. Oh my god! And then it even worse. Let's go to fucking night 2, when it was the 6-man never, because he's also the 6-man never openweight champion with the other 2 other fucking fools in the House of Torture, which tortured my fucking life.
In case you're wondering why his image is like this right here, I'm just saying.
Because this is the moment. I don't watch that shit. I do not watch New Japan for that bullshit, dude. I fucking hate it so fucking much. And then they had another fucking terrible match in the 6 open match. So I'm like, okay, fine. So let's backtrack before I get to that point, because Yoshihashi and Goto beat the Dangerous Tekkers, which I was very sad about because I'm a huge Dangerous Tekkers fan. I love Taichi, and Taichi came out and Yoshihashi won another belt, which is crazy because he was, and in some podcasts we call him a bag of socks, just had no type of emotion, just had no type of character, and somehow in his fucking 10th, 14th, 15th year in their New Japan, now he's finally winning matches, which is great. And then Taichi shook his hand and everything. So I'm like, okay, you know what? If the Dangerous Tekkers, which now they're breaking up, which hurts me so much, but regardless of that, if they're breaking up, if they lost the belt, sure, lose it to Goto and fucking Yoshihashi. Move over to fucking night 2. What the fuck happens? They go against the fucking House of Torture. They fucking lose, and then these fucking I don't like the word use geeks. I almost used the word geeks. I'm not gonna use the word geeks. But these goddamn fools go ahead and then Yoshihashi and Goto, they're like, we want another shot for the 6th man. Who gives a fuck? And they're like, oh, and then Evil goes like, oh, sure, if you want a shot again for us, give us a shot for the tag team belts. So you know what the fuck they're doing? We're getting Evil in a fucking tag team championship match. Oh my god! So now I get to see Evil in 6-man open championships, in a fucking never openweight championship, and now a tag team IWGP tag team championship. Fuck my fucking life! Oh my god! This cannot get any worse. I thank the heavens and the gods for fucking Noah, because Noah is not giving me none of that bullshit. Noah is giving me exactly what I want. Thank God for fucking Noah. I'm sorry, buddy. Yes, buddy.
This is the comment.
Right?
This
hey,
is the comment
I love it.
of the day. Won't say geeks, says fucks 1,000.
Well, because I find it insulting, because I can say fuck all the time. But I don't like to call wrestlers that term because it's such an overused term, and they're not that. You know, they do a lot of stuff. But it was just the dumbest thing to do. Like, why would you give these people? Anyways. Let's pass that. That was an awful part of New Japan. Let's fucking pass that.
Can we just give attention to Josh's face really quickly while Angel's on his rant? Let's just all take a moment. Breathe, Angel, breathe.
Okay. Now let's talk about the positive parts of New Japan.
Oh shit!
Desperado beat Hiromu Takahashi in a great fucking match, which was caught me off guard because I thought Hiromu was gonna win. Despy won, so yay for Despy. And then the next night, okay, well I said positive, but then in a throwaway fucking 5-man match, let's go ahead and let's put him against Master Wato, fucking Mr. Blue. Why Master Wato out of all damn people? But it's okay. It's going to be a good match. Master Wato has gotten better. I'll give him that. But against Despy, why? Come on, Despy. Despy has so many other wrestlers can go against. Why fucking Mr. Why the blue guy? But whatever. Oh my god. And I didn't even fucking mention this. Fucking Evil. I go back to Evil a fucking second. Now the next other guy, which I can't think of at the top of my head who wants to go up against, wants to have a lumberjack match. A lumberjack match with Evil. Why? Why would you want that? Every match is a lumberjack match with him. Every fucking match, everyone just show up. Might as well send the whole fucking roster up there. Why not? It's a fucking Evil match. Anyways, I just had to get that out there.
Everybody wants to be near greatness, I guess. I don't know.
So how about we just cover the main events? Because we could cover all 36.
Okay. Hey, Joe took my time, by the way. But anyway, okay, let me just quickly go over this parts. Okay, hey, also, fucking.
What did he say?
Hey, I was going to say also, there's great collaborations going on with New Japan. There's GLEAT Wrestlers, which is great promotion. Stardom had an awesome match on there, which is great. For people that don't know Stardom, it is the premier Joshi women's wrestling match. So that was great. I love that part. Kenta Tanahashi had a great hardcore match.
Dang it! I'm the only one in timeout these days. All right,
It was close.
Hey! I wasn't here. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. So the Kenta and Tanahashi match had a great match, right? It was a hardcore match. It was. Some people thought like the Omega and Jericho match was a good hardcore match. That shit was garbage. What we got was a great hardcore match between Tanahashi, who's in his mid 40s, against Kenta, who's like in late or early 40s. Had a great match. The Kenta unfortunately had a horrible bump, and he broke his nose. He hit a chair, so he was busted wide open. His back was all lacerated. It was great. Tanahashi even did his finisher off the top of the ladder, off a 20-foot ladder, which is great. That was great. I loved it. Now let's go to the main event. Now Okada beat Shingo the first night, which is unfortunate because I love Shingo, but it was a great match. Right afterwards, which is a great match, please go check it out. After Okada go ahead, and because he had this whole thing where he had the V4 belt, which is a great IWGP heavyweight belt that everyone knows. He retired it officially, and then now he's officially the Butterfly Champion. So that's great. Or that's wonderful. Champion. But yes, that's what that belt is. That's what that belt is.
Like the Divas title.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this though: the second match against Ospreay, wow, that match of the year. That's my match of the year right there.
That's what I heard.
Ospreay just can. Ospreay's just a whole nother level. It's unfortunate he only had one match, which goes to some other
stuff. Did you
just
say match of the year?
Yes. So yeah. Oh, for sure. So the thing about New Japan
we
is
haven't
which
even
is
had a
crazy.
month yet. We haven't even had a month yet.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be talking about next year. So the thing about New Japan, the thing about New Japan, because they have Wrestle Kingdom at the beginning of the year, a lot of times it is the match of the year at that moment, and then then we have the matches happen.
I mean, I can't argue.
It's gonna be a contender.
Days, but
no, dude. Hey, you say that, but between Noah, between Wrestle One, between what I've heard with NXT, AEW, that everyone's been having like quality match of the year contenders. So I mean, it's for some reason everyone decided to have amazing matches at the beginning of the year. I don't know, but it's great. Yeah. So
start for a great year.
Yeah. Right. So Okada beat Ospreay.
I just thought that was funny. I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So Okada beat Ospreay, and that was great. So, I don't know what happens with Okada now. I don't know what happens with Ospreay. Honestly, Ospreay was not booked in the New Japan Noah matches, which was unfortunate, and I don't see where he's at now. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. Don't get me wrong. I love Meltzer, but not
JP.
whole
JP's cool.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, no, I get that. But man, other than that, man, I'll say check out like some of the big matches for both Wrestle One, Night 1, Night 2. I'm still waiting for now. The Noah and New Japan show happened on their version of pay-per-view in Japan's version of pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I gotta wait till Saturday to watch it, so I'll bring it up next week. From what I hear, it was a very solid show. Nice. Oh, and then also the Noah guys showed up in one of the matches, before one of the matches, and they looked like fucking rock stars. They're talking shit. They're like, "There's no one here," so New Japan needed Noah to help sell tickets, so we were here now.
Wow.
And they actually sold more tickets in that show than all the other two shows. So, hey, and my man Keno, that's what I'm talking about. Talking all that shit. Loved it. Unfortunately, we saw Muto there in the middle because we need Muto for some reason, but whatever. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love Muto, Josh. I love Muto. Back in the day.
Let's just move on. He doesn't have anything positive to say at this point.
Yeah, I did. I was positive. I said it was a good match. I just don't like Muto. That's it right now. But yeah. Anyways,
the Great Muta. Are you saying Muto and play?
Okay. So there's the Great Muta and there's Keiji Muto. So his name's Keiji Muto.
Right.
Same person.
Same person. So
right. I'm not. I understand what I'm saying. I'm just making sure all the other fans.
Oh, so they know
not
Okay.
Familiar. We have a lot of fans.
You're doing your job. That's a good job.
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate you. But other than that, man, that's all I got.
I love the Great Muta.
I love the Great Muta too.
I loved the Great Muta.
No, man.
Oh,
I really do feel like the Muta should have hung it up a while
back. So, dude, he did like a couple of months ago in a GAC heavyweight championship match. He tried to do his classic like springboard elbow, which by the way, people fuck that up so much. Like I watched an old Muto match, and he does it. When he does it, it looks like it's like boom. He's trying to knock him out. People do that move now. They add like flips, all this shit, and it looks like no. Muto did it right. Used to. He tried to do that a couple of months ago. That was hot garbage. That was like, bro, don't do it again, please.
Speaking of greats, we have to end the show eventually.
Yeah, we got to get to Mount Rushmore though.
It's time for Mount Rushmore.
The only thing that we actually prepare. The only thing we actually prepare for the show.
Yes, actually, yeah, I'm glad we did talk about this because
shout out to Chase Owens for killing it in Wrestle Kingdom and New Japan. He's here in Texas. He's back.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to him.
Suzuki.
And yes, what he did. And then he's in quarantine for 5 days. He got exposed, but hopefully he doesn't get it. So much love out to you, Chase Owens. Good and he's bringing a young boy over from a young lion over from New Japan to work Texas for a little while. So I'm excited to see the talent that he's about to bring over.
Yep. He's leaving before I can get him. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yep.
But yeah. We'll take it while we can get it.
I know. I'm excited to see who the talent he's about to bring over.
Yeah. Chase is on the case. Man, good luck, buddy.
Chase is on the case. Love it.
So moving on to how we finish the show these days, like I said, the only thing we actually prepare, so we can't leave it out because everything else none of this else was prepared.
We've been winging it, yeah.
But we always set the Mount Rushmore for the next week. So last week, Uno, who had to work, he said we should do a Mount Rushmore for big guys. we decided there's different definitions of big guys, but it always equals.
By the way, for those of y'all that don't know, Uno is assisting senior citizens that have COVID. COVID unit. Shout out to Uno for working front lines. Like, we love you, Uno. Shout out to you. We miss you.
Yeah, when he's not here, that's what he's doing, guys. Just so y'all know, that's pretty much always what he's doing.
Uno is doing the Lord's work right now.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
He's been in the trenches with this pandemic since the beginning of it.
Yep.
So just so y'all know, when he's not here, it's because
shout out to Uno. We miss you, bro.
Yeah. So as respect to him, we're gonna do a Mount Rushmore of big guys. It could be big guys or big guys.
Yep.
Either way, we
had
decided.
A set. We had so we talked about this. Remember, we decided the rules were
6'7" and over, 6'7" and over, and 300 pounds or bigger.
I'm too excited. Let Josh explain.
Taller than me and 350.
Oh, 350.
So 6'7" or higher, 350 or bigger, or both.
Yeah.
One or both.
Or both.
Either or.
Yeah.
So let's see how we usually do it in different orders every time. I started last time, so maybe you want to start?
Let me go first. You already know mine.
Yeah, let's do yours.
Oh, I want to hear it. Let's go.
So Josh asked me last week. He was trying to do the Twitter, and he was like, "What was Mount Rushmore?" And I told him
my Mount Twitter poll
this week.
So, let me do that.
And he was like, "No,
cool.
Our luchadors." So I was like, "I'm gonna go first. My shit's out in the open."
Yeah, that's right.
So keep in mind, guys, it's Mount Rushmore of giant people. So we are very limited with giant people in general, and we're even more limited with giant people that made a difference. Yeah. So I tried to I don't want to steal the thunder. It's not my take. Like, obviously, many of us will have Taker on the list. He was my number one big guy in wrestling, just for how high he was regarded inside, outside the ring, by people who love wrestling, people who didn't know wrestling. He's
going to be on he would be on multiple Mount Rushmores for different.
You might not know wrestling, and you might know the Undertaker. He's going to be on multiples. So after that one, I actually went from I put Andre the Giant in mind. I know that not everybody will have Andre the Giant, and I agree with that decision. I think Andre is a great giant, and his wrestling prowess, I think Andre's time was too soon. I think Andre in the late 80s and 90s would have been great. Like, he really fit in with like the oddities and shit like that. So it sucks that like Andre was not in your life, but like you got to have him on there.
Yeah.
My next one that I had was obviously going to be I actually switched it up. So I'm going to do I called out Giant Baba from Japan. The Giant Baba, old school days, like the original big guy. And my last one is one that might not show up on a ton of people's lists, but maybe it will. Mabel, or known as Viscera.
I was going to say which version. Yeah, which version?
Both guys, like that man in general. Not only did he win King of the Ring,
he had like 4 other gimmicks. Like that's
right. He re-gimmicked multiple times. He came back as like, what was it, like King V or whatever, like Big Daddy V, Big Daddy V. Right before he passed away. Like, I mean, not only was he a big guy, but he was a giant guy, and he was successful not only in one gimmick but multiple gimmicks, which is not something many wrestlers can do. Multi-gimmick, so you got to put him on there. So Mabel Viscera is my 4th guy on my Mount Rushmore. Sorry to take everyone's Taker. I just figured since Josh knew mine.
Yeah, that's cool. And I also forgot that Numero Uno did send in his, so we can kind of just do his right away.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, go for it.
A lot of similar. Andre, Baba, Sting, and Gigante Silva.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I would have bet money that was going to be on his. So
me too. I actually saw when I was looking up giant guys, and I saw that, I was like, Uno will put that on there for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and so Andre so far has made 2 of the 2. So we're gonna go. I guess we can just do the circle. So we'll go Mel and then Tress, and I'll finish. Or no, wait, we should do me. No, we'll finish with Mel. You can finish. No pressure. Because we got to try to do different orders, you know. And I finished last week, so I'll go. So I have Andre, and like I said, it's not for wrestling ability or whatever. It's just what he meant for big men, and he's the giant. When you think of a giant wrestler, like how can you not think of Andre?
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for his condition, he might have got another good 10 years in, which would have made him even more epic. He went on those last years without even being able to hardly move, and he was still headlining shows because of his ability.
We were so robbed of Andre versus Taker, and we were robbed by like just that much.
So Hogan and Taker worked right in the beginning. And that was right after Hogan worked Andre. Like,
and it's an an important point about Andre, he went 15 years undefeated.
Yeah,
people don't know that.
And never lost the battle royal.
Yeah.
Nope.
Never lost the battle royal ever. So then I have Taker, and I think these are not in any order. Taker's probably would be my number one. But those two I'm gonna say first, because those have already been mentioned. But I'm gonna go Big Van Vader, because I remember the first time I saw him do a moonsault or Vader salt. It's time. It's time. Vader time.
Boy Meets World.
I was gonna say that.
Mainstay. People still talk about Vader. Disney kids know Vader. That's
the toughest dudes. He had his eye knocked out of his skull and kept the match. His eyeball was hanging out. And
legit, his eye got knocked out. People don't realize that.
Like that's, I'm not.
See it. You can see it. It's on the internet.
Against Stan Hansen,
Yeah.
Stan Hansen was blind himself, so.
Larry Stan Hansen, who I almost put in because of just personal reasons. Stan Hansen.
I know, but I almost put him in.
His weight is like right under, and his height was right under.
That's why I didn't put him in. I was like, damn it.
That dude was a hoss. And then one I can almost guarantee now won't be on any of the Mount Rushmore, since we've already this the third one. Abdullah the Butcher, because I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone did more with less, and scared the shit out of you with just being there. And I mean, he weighed 400 plus.
Yeah.
So he fits the category.
Damn.
He was he wasn't even 6 foot tall, but he was 400 pounds. And the matches he had, and I remember just because he was big when I started wrestling. I mean, watching wrestling.
Yeah,
that's the worst comment we ever had. That's the worst. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. That's absolutely the worst comment we ever had.
Is that Nastico? Is that Nastico not knowing how to use Facebook?
I'm not going to put
Nastico would say something.
No.
I'm not putting it up. But yeah, so Abdullah the Butcher, when he matched, and then he pulls out the fork, and he's got all the scars.
Yes.
He was in that infamous House of Horrors match, Halloween Havoc '91.
That was
House of Chambers.
Okay, and that was cool. But that's
he made that shit. Admit it though, without Abdullah Butcher.
Oh yes,
that's laughably the most would be the most hilarious match.
But I'm rewinding 15 to 18 years before that.
Yeah.
I was scared of him. Like he was like, dude,
crazy.
This dude's gonna kill somebody legit.
Yeah.
Action figures had two versions: non-bloody and bloody.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
A lot.
So so that's my 4: Taker, Vader, and the Butcher.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with mine. So I'm gonna start with Abdullah Butcher. That was actually on my list.
Oh, damn it.
No, it's all good though. So it's all good. So let people realize I grew up in Puerto Rico first, and one of my earliest memories is going to wrestling events with my uncle. And so Carlos Colon actually wrestled Abdullah Butcher on a regular basis. And my earliest memory is being on front row and seeing Abdullah Butcher grab Carlos Colon and stab him with a fork right in front of me, and blood spraying on me.
Yeah.
I was terrified of Abdullah the Butcher.
I forgot that you were in Puerto Rico. Yeah, so I should have picked him. He did a lot over there.
He did. And people realize before hardcore was hardcore for ECW, Puerto Rico was known for that. We love blood, and Abdullah the Butcher provided it.
He was up there.
It was insane. To me, very few heels were as real as Abdullah the Butcher. I legit had nightmares of him. So
and he's one of the sweetest guys. In real life, he's like one of the sweetest guys.
That's what I always heard. I was like, man.
He was one of the sweetest guys.
Yeah.
Interesting fact. He was a part of a big debate about hepatitis in the late time, and he never really had a stance. And for a long time, people were like, okay, well, he must be an asshole because this other guy says he's not an asshole, and he never came out and said he wasn't. But then now that guy, the source of that whole documentary, he's in jail for pedophilia. So what do you do with that one?
Boom.
Yeah, take what you will, motherfucker.
No, I think Abdullah the Butcher's actually might be not too bad.
Yeah. But all the guys I picked are guys that have meant something personally to me. So next one is Undertaker, for obvious reasons, for all the stuff like that. But for me, so when I moved to New York, for me, one of the ways I learned English was watching my uncle's WWF tapes. And one of the first matches I ever remember is seeing Taker versus Taker. Yeah, that blew my mind. Plus, keep in mind, in Puerto Rico at that time, they had very much love like monsters and stuff like that. Like we had like a guy who was dressed up as Jason. So I go to come to New York, and I see this dude who's like dead. I'm like, oh fuck, another guy, scary guy. And then we all know stuff with Undertaker. My next guy is Kevin Nash, another guy. I know a lot of people go back and like rag on Kevin Nash because of a whole bunch of stuff in the back. But as a fan, like not knowing any stuff in the back, right? Him coming out as Diesel, I was a huge Diesel fan because I was also a huge Shawn Michaels fan. So like him being a fan was cool. And then come on now, the Outsiders, NWO.
Oh
yeah.
no, wait.
Yeah. Oh no, that's Star Trek. That's Star Trek. Yeah, but there's
now look,
like as a teenager,
both right. Brooke, that would beg to differ with you, sir. And I've read both of them. This one. No,
listen. As a fan, I'm just talking about as a fan. The outside stuff for sure, but me as a fan, as a kid growing up, I loved Kevin Nash. I thought he was the coolest guy ever. I was a WWF guy, but for Kevin Nash, I fuck with Kevin Nash. I loved Kevin Nash. And last but not least, I couldn't include Stan Hansen, but I had to include Bruiser Brody. Like
I was close.
Bruiser Brody, and for people that don't realize this, like All Japan, people know the four pillars of heaven, but you should also know is Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody. Like so people know Bruiser Brody because of what happened to him in Puerto Rico, unfortunately. But look up his matches. Like he was real as real can get. People will run away from him. He was a wild man. This dude
and he wasn't.
And he was the nicest guy ever.
He was an accountant.
Nice.
He was an accountant.
He was an accountant, but he was so like the wild hair, the blood, the him going around like, and his presence can still be felt to this day. You see
everywhere coming wild, swinging. Yeah.
When you die and no one in the world has a negative thing to say about you, that speaks volumes.
It does. So that's why.
Well, there might have been one guy.
Well,
yeah.
Invader Numero though. Invader Numero though. But we won't talk about Invader Numero though. But that's my four. So it's Abdullah, Undertaker, Bruiser Brody, and Kevin Nash.
Not bad.
That's
those were all on my list. I didn't know if they made the cut. Bruiser Brody, I thought was 6'6", but that's okay.
No, supposedly 6'8" according to Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay. So I'm going to start on my list, and I'm going to talk about the ones you guys kind of already talked about. So on my list I had Bruiser Brody. Because he's one of those guys that was like, I thought for sure when I was like younger, I was like, this guy is crazy. He scares me. Oh my God. Like I bought into it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, I saw him live when I was a kid.
So I had Bruiser Brody on my list. I thought he was like crazy and amazing. I have Vader on my list.
Oh, nice.
I thought that guy can move for such a big guy. It blew my mind. Third, of course, you have to have Andre the Giant. I love Andre the Giant. From when I was little, I always wanted to be the kid to run up and just give him a hug. I just thought, oh my God, I don't know why he just looked huggable. I wanted to hug him so bad.
A lot of them to hug.
It was,
especially at the end when he was pushing 650. Yeah,
dude, I don't know. I really wanted to. I loved that guy when he came out. The last one I was kind of torn on because I was when Taker debuted, I was just like in awe, and I remember being in awe of like, who the hell is this guy? But for my last one, I put Razor Ramon because I remember that guy being just like this sleazeball, all like the hair greasy and the toothpick, and I was just like, who is this guy? I hate him, but I love him so much. As a little kid watching him, I was just like in awe of that guy. He knew how to like just get the crowd going from the moment he walked out, and he didn't have to do much in the ring in terms of character-wise to just annoy the hell out of people. And then having people's faces airbrushed on his trunks.
Love it.
It was amazing. I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. But he did, and I loved it. And then his speech at the Hall of Fame, like, solidified his whole legacy.
Yeah.
His speech, like, just, it was perfect. It was perfect.
If I could do it again, I would switch out Scott Hall with Kevin Nash. Forgot about Scott Hall. I don't know how.
I love Scott Hall, man.
He's fringe on the big man, though. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I wasn't sure how tall he was. I know Kevin Nash is definitely tall.
He's 6'7". He's right there. He's right there.
I've met him and hung out with him and drank with him, and I looked at him eye to eye the whole time. So I didn't think of him as a big man.
See, I heard that too. That's why I was like,
but we're going by internet
Yes.
height.
Yeah, but no.
He's not 6'8".
And real quick, I do want to give a big special shout out to one of the women who like influenced me, who just passed away, Queen Kong. She was a big woman, and she killed it at Glow, and she killed it on the Indies, and she scared the crap out of me, and I loved her for it.
Yeah.
So shout out to Queen Kong, man.
Rest in power.
Hell yeah. I loved that woman so much growing up. I thought she was so scary, but I loved it.
Man, we came up with some pretty good, I think we all had some pretty good twists.
Great Rushmore. I mean, it's we have a short list, obviously, so we're gonna have
makes it.
But everyone brought someone a little different than everyone else. That was great.
Yeah.
This is
even some like Abdul. I swear, like I'm gonna be the one with Abdul the Butcher. No one's gonna.
I said the same thing. I thought I was
going to be the only one with Bruiser Brody. I thought I was the only one with Bruiser Brody. Yeah. I should have known Angel. I should have known Angel.
He was my fifth one.
Japan.
Japan. Fifth. It came between him and Abdullah, and I was like, you know what? But for me as a kid, I was more scared of Abdullah.
Yeah. So what's next week? What's the list for next week?
We haven't said, but this is usually when we decide. So
we were talking about. Didn't we talk about bad wrestling movies? Mount Rushmore of bad wrestling movies last week.
We can do
let's do that.
Well, bad movies with wrestlers in them.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna say because I was like, fuck.
Wrestlers.
Yes, bad movies that starred wrestlers.
Hey, God,
as a fan of movies, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, because we say bad wrestling movies, we're gonna have all the same ones if we would just said.
Same thing. No, I think that Angel and I are gonna have some off the wall ones. I think.
Hulk Hogan has been in multiple movies. We're not gonna have the same list.
Y'all would be surprised.
No, I said if it was about wrestling. Like I said, if it was like a wrestling movie, like with a wrestling movie, there was only a few.
Okay, got it.
Wrestlers being the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so the caveat is the wrestler has to be one of the stars of the movie.
It has to be a wrestler movie. Like it can't be with the one with like Roddy Piper was like
They live?
No, they had to be a star.
It has to be them on the poster. This is their movie.
I got it.
Even though like Roddy's the I'm here to do two things.
Co-main or main?
That wasn't his movie.
So co-main or main? Okay, got it. Okay. 4 Ninjas. Nah, fuck it. I love 4 Ninjas.
All right, I got it. Mount Rushmore. I got it.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
See ya.